Hey guys, it's Melissa. So I got a bunch of boxes here. I gotta tell you, these are from EufyMake. So there's a lot going on here. A lot I have to unbox. The machine is actually not even up here yet. I'm gonna start moving this stuff and we're gonna unbox this together. A lot of this stuff, I literally have no idea what else they sent me. So we're gonna get through this, but it's gonna take a bit. But I wanna start with the main event. Okay, so we will do that. Let's do quickly. I just want to open one or two of these smaller things so I can actually understand what's in here. Okay, so this actually is telling me these are ceramic magnets. So these are, I'm not going to open this right yet because these are just accessories. These are also magnets. So all of this is accessories. So we'll get to that stuff. Let's see if this one has. All right, we'll open a couple of these to just see. What I want to do is get through the main stuff, and then we're going to do, obviously I'll do a setup video. I'll do a software install video, which by the way, you can install before you get your print UV printer. Okay, this has a box within a box. I love when they do that. So I'm going to try, I need to break some of these down. Let's see what this is. Okay, so this is a travel mug. So I'm not going to open all of that right now because it's just extra stuff. I'm looking for the printer. I'm looking for ink. The printer's actually on the floor. I'll get to that in just a second once I clear off some space up here. This was all delivered together. Anchor did send it, but you guys know how I roll. Good, bad, and ugly, right? So I like to make sure that you know what you're getting into. Okay, so this is the Rotary. No, this is a stainless steel tumbler. So it has a picture of a Rotary on the back. The Rotary is needed to use these. All right, so we'll put that down there. I am going to have a lifetime supply of, I'm guessing these are more blanks. So I'll put this down here too. Let's see what else. And then I should hopefully have some room. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the EufyMake. The E1 is a desktop UV printer. Are you familiar with the UV printing? It is essentially printing with ink that then needs to be cured with a UV light. And the UV light in a UV printer is built in. Okay, so again, another box within a box that I didn't really need to open right now. I'm going to be making a lot of stops down at the dumpster. Okay, so this is wood wall art. They obviously sent me a ton of stuff to get started. I'm really just looking for the ink here. Oh, let's see. The amount of boxes and blanks that they have sent, though, is a good indication of all of the different types of things that you can do with a UV printer. So you can print directly to film, which actually the irony is that this is actually UV film. Okay, so you can print directly to film, and then you can also, it comes like this, and then there's also a laminate that is needed. So I'm going to leave this in here for right now. Well, actually, I'll take that out. There's a laminate that is needed, and so what you can do is if you can't put the object itself directly into the printer, then you can put a flat sheet of the film in there, print on that. That is then, the laminate is then applied over top, and you have created yourself UV stickers that then you can put on things like, say, your laptop or a keychain or a tumbler. It's dishwasher safe. And it's a really good application for things that don't fit in the printer itself. Okay, so this is the laminating machine. All of this stuff that I'm going to be showing you, I will obviously be doing tutorials on how to use it, how to set it up, The links for everything, though, I will put in the description below. Okay, so here's this. This is the laminating machine. Okay. All right. Let's. This might be the tray, so let's see. I'm gonna just open one because I'm assuming they're both the same. And then I can pull the printer up so you guys can see what I know you're waiting for. Usually when I do unboxings, I have an idea of what's in there. I have no idea what this stuff is. What's in the box? Okay, metal wall art. So we had wood wall, or we had other wall art, blanks, and now we have metal. I'm assuming the same thing is in this one. And at this point, I have finally cleared off the top of my desk, and I will put the machine up here. So let's do that really gracefully. I'm sure this will be very graceful. Well, it's also very heavy. It says heavy package on it. So it's a good thing that I lift weights. Okay, let's see. This is the UV printer. What if I got it all the way up here and it wasn't it? Okay. All right, let's put this how it's supposed to be. Like this. I may need to get my stool, but we're gonna see how this goes. Now I'm like out of breath. I need my stool. I'm only 5 feet, so when I put these big boxes up on top of here, it's like really a difficult, it's difficult to reach. Okay. Thing on top. I guarantee you it's going to be another box within a box. Yeah. Okay. So here's what we do in these situations. We flip it to its side, and then I undo the bottom or the back, and I push it out the front. Okay? Just a little trick I learned because I work at my office by myself, and you learn to do things on your own. So here goes. Make sure I have room so it doesn't fall off. Hey, see that? That's great. Okay. Still extremely large. Okay. Now we'll put it back. Okay. Now let's see. Looks like it's telling me has some straps on each side, some green straps. Literally, I've never had directions on how to open a box, but this is what it says to do. And then it says this is gonna, whoop, yep, there we go. Okay. And then inside here, tray. This is the printer. I love doing this because you get an idea of the actual size of this stuff. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else. Okay. Let's get our first look. I've seen this at a couple of trade shows, including CES, but I have not gotten to operate one on my own. I have other UV printers. I have an Epson V1070, but I don't have, this is the first time I've got this. Okay, so my guess is there's going to be stuff inside. Take these little tabs off. There's 4 of them. At least they make that easy. There's a film that's inside. We'll get that. Okay, and I'm going to open, and there's going to be a bunch of stuff in here. So I will try to do this so you guys can see. All right. We've got, it tells you everything that's in here. So this one has some glasses. It looks like it has a power cord, some kind of like hex tray. Yeah, so that's all in here. I don't want to lose anything, so I'm going to leave it all like that for now. Okay, and then we've got, I'm going to take off this plastic that is protecting. All right. Now, this says do not remove before printing a test. So I know how the other UV printer that I have operates. This one is definitely different. So I'm gonna need to get it set up. I will tell you, whoops, this is a sticky mat. This is basically a pass-through. So even though this is a small area here, this is not your limit, okay? And I actually can feel that there's more. Yeah, so there's a piece here. Let's see. This is probably part of the setup. Okay, yeah. Okay. And the ink is going to go back up in here. I'll get you guys some closer shots. For now, I just want to get this all undone. Okay, now let's see if we have ink. I'm going to push this to the side for right now. I love how compact it is. That's one of the nice things about the Eufy E1. You don't need a lot of room for it. I really hope ink is in one of these. If anyone needs bubble wrap, hit me up. Oh, this is the actual Rotary. So if you want to print on directly onto tumblers, this is the Rotary attachment. Again, I will do some setups on that. Let's see what we've got in here. It's not telling me, so I don't know. But I've pretty much opened. There's this box and another one just like this. So we'll have to see if any of them have ink. Obviously, we need ink to operate, set up. So let's just really hope that we've got some ink going on somewhere. This is not ink. It's more wall art. Canvas wall art. Okay. So I got one. Let's see, maybe. I'm going to try this one. seemed like the ink should be inside there, but it wasn't. This, check inventory in 2 shipping packages. A, B. Yeah, okay, so we'll have to see. That says that there should be ink. This is also not ink. All right, the only one I have left, this is skinny tumblers. So obviously that would go with the Rotary. The only, oh, I think my wall art will be okay. All right, let's check this one and see. It does say the ink is sent in a separate box, box B. But I got obviously so many boxes that I don't know. Oh, maybe this is it. There's a bunch of things in here. Yay, this is it. I left it till last. Okay, so the cleaning cartridge, that's in here. Let me get this stuff out of this box, and I'll show you guys what all this is. Yeah, okay. Woo! I was getting a little worried there. Okay, so here we go. We've got ink and a cleaning cartridge, ink and a cleaning cartridge. So they sent me actually 2 packs of ink. Yeah, okay. So I'm obviously not going to put this all together in this video. I wanted to do this unboxing. So depending on what you purchased, you could get started with just the Eufy and the ink. Okay, those are like the starter level what you need. If you're going to add something else on, I would either do the Laminator or the Rotary. The Laminator is not something that you absolutely have to have. It is going to make it super, super helpful if you are going to do UV DTF stickers. The Rotary is going to be essential if you plan to do anything that's a conical shape, like a glass, mugs, tumblers, anything like that. And then obviously the large majority of what I got was blanks. You saw there's tumblers, there's mugs, there's wall art, there's, I don't even know all the stuff. I didn't even open everything yet because we saw that a lot of it was blank. But this is going to be one of the essentials, ink and the printer itself. Now, I will tell you from experience with all the printers I have, my recommendation is to always have a backup set of inks, because if you run out, you will be stopped printing, okay? So you won't be able to print at all if you run out of even one ink, okay? So make sure that you have a backup set of ink. All right, all of the links are in the description below. If you're looking for another video on UV printing, I have a link below to my other printers that are UV printers. I have a Pro Colored, and I also have the Epson that I was talking about. I also have just general information about what is UV printing if you're looking for. I will tell you this EufyMake E1 is the entry level. It is the lowest priced option. It is the most compact that is to fit at home. So a really good option for people who are looking to just jump in. And if you're doing this for a small business, you're doing this for personal, you are tired of printing and cutting and weeding, really, really good option. All right, guys, see you soon.